So you already know what we say here on the channel. Another day, another dollar. Another day, another Trump is being sued and or suing someone. And today, Trump necessarily isn't being sued. I mean, that's a part of it, obviously. But this is very, very interesting, people. And of course, welcome to NGB Business News, the greatest news commentary channel on YouTube. You guys already know. But today, I'm seeing that he is about to be possibly disposed, which I actually had to look it up because I didn't know what that legal term necessarily means. But apparently, it means pretty much that you have to take the stand. You know what I'm saying? You have to take that oath of truth and hit the stand, which could be very interesting to see with this man Trump taking the stand, because we know he be ducking and dodging legal cases. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest, I think, legal case dodgers I've ever seen and finessers of all time. And you guys know I don't hate on Trump or anything. I actually do love some things about Trump, you know, but I do think this is something that we have to touch on because it's actually going to be very interesting if this does happen, what's going to come out with that and everything like that. And I hear there's an FBI director that possibly could be getting disposed as well. So, I mean, it's pretty juicy news, you guys feel me? But hey guys, like, comment, subscribe, help the channel grow. I appreciate all the love you guys show for sure, all of that, and it really does help a lot. But I'm not going to hold you guys up, so let's go ahead and see what's going on with this. It could be a sticky situation for Trump. I don't know if Trump's been on the stand. He probably has, but hey, let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. All right, now it says Trump and FBI Director Wray can be disposed in lawsuits by ex-officials Strzok, is that like Strzok, and Page judge rules. Okay, so here's the FBI Director Wray right here. It says he speaks during a Senate Select Committee on Intelligence hearing about worldwide threats on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., U.S. So you guys know what he looks like. And I'm sure you guys already know what Mr. Orange, we love Trump over here though, what Mr. Orange looks like. Now it says a federal judge ordered Thursday that former President Donald Trump can be questioned in sworn testimony by attorneys for ex-FBI officials Peter Strzok and Lisa Page as part of their lawsuits related to the government's disclosure of their private text messages. So federal judge said, hey, I'm not playing with you guys anymore. It's about time to hit the stand. You guys know I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be there for that. You know, shoot, I might have to hit that plane flight to Washington, D.C. I'd be in there. I'd be like, what's up, Trump? I'd be like, what's up, Trump? He'd be like, I'm not. You guys know how he talks. I'm not trying to talk to you today. That was probably that was a terrible Trump impersonation. I'm not trying to talk to you today. But hey, now it says Trump and current FBI Director Christopher Wray can each be disposed for 2 hours on a narrow set of topics that were hashed out during a sealed hearing earlier in the day. Judge Amy Berkman Jackson wrote in an order to the U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C. Of course, we know this going down in Washington. Now it says, but there are still some lingering questions about executive privilege to be resolved, the judge noted. This is interesting because Trump doesn't even have executive privilege anymore. Does he still hold executive, like certain, you know, they still like certain presidents, I think, what is it? You get paid like a certain amount. I don't know if it's like, what is it, like 200K or something? I don't know. It's something like 200K. I don't know. Or I think you get 300K while you're in presidency, but I don't know. But I know you get some money, you get access to bodyguards, you get like a few things, you know, when you're just for being an ex-president. Now it says, she gave the Department of Justice until May 24th to specify whether President Joe Biden will evoke executive privilege over the specific topics. So we're even getting Joe Biden into this. This is getting kind of juicy. You know, I kind of love this like political drama. It's like that juicy celebrity drama, but just with people with Harvard degrees. You know what I'm saying? But an attorney for Page declined to comment. You guys know I'm always saying When do these people ever comment? It's always smarter, especially when I talk about court cases and things dealing with business. It's always better to, like, you know what I'm saying, just be quiet, as quiet as you can, until you either have to talk or until there's the opportunity for like a CNBC, interview, that can really put your business or yourself into a positive light. Rather, if that's not the case, then you might as well just stay quiet. So like I said, I was saying yesterday, I was like, why do they even like do this? Like, why they even put that? But it says a lawyer for Strozak did not immediately respond to CNBC's questions about a judge's order. Now it says judge regularly attacked. Is that hard to believe? Trump was verbally attacking somebody. Strozik or Strzok, and Page starting in 2017, following the revelation that the pair sent anti-Trump texts while they were employed by the FBI and having an affair. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. So apparently, there was texts that they were going on. They were possibly Strozak and Page were having a, their affair that makes things even stickier, a little bit even nastier. They were employed by the FBI while talking bad about Trump while he's in office. You can't be in the FBI talking bad about the president. You know what I mean? Like, I understand everybody has their opinions and everything like that, but when you have a job like the FBI, where, you may be looking into very discreet, very disclosed, very important things for, the safety and security of the nation, it is a little, I'm not saying you can't say anything bad about them, but I am saying it is kind of negative or kind of a red flag if you're sending texts about how bad the president is when your job may possibly be to protect the national security, in which the executive branch of the nation is the president. You know what I'm saying? Now it says stroke. I'm just calling stroke. I feel like I need to bust that Z though. You know what I'm saying? That stroke. At a time, a top FBI counterintelligence official was removed from a DOJ probe of Russian election meddling following a then counsel Robert Mueller discovery of his text. I want to know too, like, how he discovered these texts. Somebody got to be snitching. Like, somebody had to be snitching or something. Because think about it. Like, think about your phone. You got your phone, you may, what I'm saying? You may be looking at some girlies, or for the girlies, they may be looking at shirtless dudes on IG or something. Or maybe, what I'm saying, you're texting your ex from years ago or something like that. How would somebody know that you have those text messages unless they're literally the person who has the account on the phone company, or you're getting like indicted or something and the police access your phone? So unless this was some kind of like thing like that, I don't know how these text messages just got necessarily found. But it says he was fired in 2018 because of these texts. But I would really be interested in knowing, like, how did this person, like, what was it? Yeah, like the discovery of his text, like how did they discover these texts? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like people be like, hey, I got text messages, or you just like grab people's phone. Let me look. Let me see what you texting. Like, it just doesn't happen. So I think that would be something very interesting to look into. Now it says Stroke and Page filed separate civil lawsuits in 2019 against the Justice Department and the FBI. He alleged that he was fired because of his protected political speech in violation of his constitutional rights, which I can get to. Though I would say, like, you definitely probably shouldn't hire somebody in the FBI that doesn't like the president, because that could be a threat to national security. Or not doesn't like the president. I guess now I think about it, I kind of got to take that back. Because, I mean, you can not like somebody and still do your job. You definitely cannot like somebody and still do your job. And it does it could be a violation of his constitutional rights if he's fired, literally for having an opinion, as long as he wasn't threatening anybody, hurting anybody or anything like that. I'm not sure exactly how these laws work, with these kind of things and in the work or kind of corporate or government environment. But if you guys know about that, definitely let me know. I'm kind of curious about that. because this is pretty much like this is kind of like a interesting way to see how free speech is interpreted, I would say. Now, it says the decision was a result of the unrelenting pressure from President Trump and his political allies in Congress and the media. Strzok's legal complaint alleged his lawsuit seeks relief, including reinstatement and back pay. So he's trying to get his job back, and he's trying to get money for, his time lost. Now it says Page, who resigned as an FBI lawyer in 2018, alleged in her own lawsuit that the DOJ violated the Privacy Act by unlawfully disclosing agency records when it shared her text with the press. I could see that. I could see that. Could you guys not see that? Let me know what you guys think about that. Because we don't even know, we don't even know how they got the press doesn't know how they got these text messages, at least within specifics, and they kind of just put all their information out there, which they kind of did. Now it says the release of the text turned Strzok and Page into villains on the right, with critics, including Trump, holding them up as proof deep-rooted anti-conservative bias and powerful government institutions. And we understand that, obviously, the second these texts came out and, their affair, which probably had a large play into why this came out. You know what I'm saying? People were like, they're sleeping together. So let's look more into them more. You just kind of have more of a negative connotation of them when they're not being, it's almost like you say, if they're sleeping together in a professional environment, if they're not going to be professional in this way, how can we expect them to be professional in another way? So let's look deeper into them. We look deeper into them, look through their texts, boom, now we got them, and now, they instantly did become, I could see how they could instantly become villains of the right, like overnight, because they're like, wait, hold on, we got a person in two people in high political power that can really affect the president and Republican ideas, and instead of holding that more moderate, standpoint, they've clearly shown what they want. So it's not a surprise at all that any conservatives would be really hating, I would expect them to. And I'm lean more conservative than liberal, but I would consider myself more of a moderate. But that's why I don't really speak of myself as as a true conservative. But I probably should, but I don't know. I just don't. You guys know. You guys know how it is. Now, it says, shortly before the DOJ opened the Russia inquiry in 2016, he texted Page, F Trump. He also texted Page during the 2016 election that the Democratic rival Hillary Clinton should win 100 million to 0. And the F Trump thing, I could definitely kind of see that being a problem. The, should win, that's just kind of talk. If you're in the FBI, you don't have to be Republican. You can still want somebody to win, I would assume, right? Are you, unless there's some type of rule, let me know if I'm wrong, guys. Unless there's some type of rule where, if you're in the FBI or if you're in a certain height in government, you're not allowed to vote or something like that, or have an opinion about voting. It's not bad to say, somebody should win, 1,000%, it's that, I don't even feel like that's really that malicious, When my Lakers play, I already know they're going to lose, but I still say the other team about to lose by 50. Does that mean I really have animosity to the other team, or I wouldn't go work for them, or I wouldn't want what's best for them? No, it just means that my team, I'm rooting for my team. I want my team to win, Now it says Strzok's lawsuit noted that an investigation by the DOJ's Office of Inspector General found no evidence that his work was affected by political bias. Now, Trump frequently targeted Strzok and Page on Twitter, as we know, Trump love him some Twitter. Man, that man love him some Twitter, but hey, he's off of it now, so that's interesting. I honestly wanted Trump to come back to Twitter because Trump was coming at people's necks. It was very entertaining and everything like that. I wish he had been back. Now he's on some new platform that I think everybody's trying to start up. Maybe it'll be the next big thing. I don't really think so. The social media market's pretty much in a monopoly right now, run by YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course the king of ignorance, TikTok. You know, now it says he was looking into possible collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign. Oh, it says he criticized the Mueller probe, which was looking into collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign in the 2016 election. We already know, you guys remember way back in the day where everybody was like, is Trump, like, he's too friendly with Vladimir, like, with Putin, like, why does it seem like they're friends, you know? So I guess it's kind of making a reference to that, you know. Now, Trump tweeted July 2018, how can the rigged witch hunt proceed when it was started, influenced, worked on, and extended for a period of time by former FBI agent Love Peter Strzok. And I mean, like, it does kind of make a little sense what he's saying. He's saying, like, this person really hates me. It's like having somebody who is, you know, looking for your downfall, literally working in one of your highest positions, kind of killing you from the inside. So I can get that. But I can also understand the side of it, too, where they're like, hey, it's free speech. Like, it's the president. My job is to serve the president. My job isn't necessarily to like and or dislike the president. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys get what I'm kind of saying, and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this infringes upon their free speech? What do you guys think about these text messages getting released? Do you guys think that's an invasion of their privacy, or do you think that when you work that high in an office, like, you know, these are things that you should really be looking out for and you should just understand? I can kind of see it both ways to a degree. I do think it would be very ugly to work, to have somebody working under you that really is kind of wants your downfall. Like, I don't see how that could possibly help your business and or in our case our country, you know. But at the same time, I realize too, just because you don't like your boss, as long as you're respectful, doing your job and everything, you shouldn't be fired simply because you don't like them. Now, if you go around to the office talking trash about the boss and everything like that, I guess that is one thing, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I really want to know what you guys think about this, because I feel like there's very much justification on both sides. So guys, like, comment, subscribe, you already know, to help the channel out. I appreciate and love you guys, and I hope you guys all have a great day.